Hello, everyone. I just want to thank you for tuning in to Billionaires Club 101. I'm not a billionaire, of course. Um, but, of course, I would love to have a little bit more money to um, invest. Also, make sure I'm able to take care of my family in the best way that they can enjoy life, but also put some money away so when they get older, whatever um, career path or education they want to pursue, I want to make sure I have the means to do those things for my kids. I have some school age kids, and so my youngest, she's graduating from the fifth grade to the sixth grade. Then my daughter, she's graduating from the eighth grade going to the ninth grade. And both of my kids were very excited about school, things like that. So as they get older, I would love for them to excel and pursuing, whatever career path they are choosing to, or what they would like to be as far as becoming productive adults. But I'm here to talk to you about life insurance, and I am a life insurance producer. I will put a link in my description box because I am promoting life insurance. I want to make it very clear that I want to be transparent. I am a California licensed insurance producer. I do more than just life insurance. I also do what's called property and casualty. Uh, Property would be more like your um, renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance. Also, I do commercial insurance as well, and then also auto, um, motorcycle, just any insurance you could think of. I do those policies. But today I'm here to talk to you about life insurance. And I don't have this video edited. I do have my ceiling fan on because I do get hot. So I just want to let you know the things that you may see rotating above me. So that's just my ceiling fan to keep me cool while I'm, presenting some information to my audience. But one of the things that stands out, this time last year, my best friend has a birthday, March 9th. Um, about March 13th, I got some phone calls, some text messages that I missed. So I returned the phone calls from some other good friends, and come to find out, my best friend had passed away during going in from one night to the next morning, and I didn't know what the cause him to just suddenly pass away, mid 40s. But he did have a wife and two kids. And when I got my life insurance license, I told pretty much everyone I knew or know I am a life insurance producer, and especially my friends who have a significant other. So he does have a wife. They both are working class people. But in the event something like this happens, where you have two income household, you have a two income household. What were to happen once or when the other income is no longer there? And sometimes people don't understand it because they just want to brush you off. Well, it's not that important. I'm gonna be here forever. Well, I wish that was the case, but yeah, we do see people pass away for whatever reason, but we never know the expiration date of our life. So when you do have people you're responsible for, and but also people who care about you, you want to give them a peace of mind. And sometimes people don't know that life insurance could be inexpensive for you. So when you're looking at how much does it cost, but then also how much of a life insurance policy will that be? So let me give you the terminology for life insurance. So you have a IUL, you may have heard of that. So IUL is an index universal life insurance policy. Then you have a whole life policy, and then you have what's called term insurance, right? So an index universal life insurance policy is based off of some sort of index, right? Like your S&P 500. So the index universal life insurance policy, it follows that guideline. So it goes as a flow of your S&P 500, whatever index is attached to. Um, so I do have a link in the description box that's going to give you some basic information about life insurance. So I'll make this video kind of short, but I just want to give you those terms, right? So a whole life policy, right? A whole life insurance policy is exactly what it says. Whole life insurance policy. That's for your entire life. And then you have what's called a term life insurance policy. Okay. So with your term life insurance policy, it's for a period of time, which is you have maybe a 10-year term life insurance policy, a 25-year or a 20-year life insurance policy, or even a 30-year life insurance policy. And I understand, so a whole life policy versus a term life insurance policy. It's all depending on what you want to use life insurance policy for. So I know for a term life insurance policy, I have A plus rating carriers. So all my life insurance carriers are A plus rated. Great financial stability. That's what you want to know about your life insurance company that you may select. So you make sure they are in good standing as far as finances go. So when something does occur to you or your loved ones, the insurance company have the financial backings to say that they're able to pay for those claims when someone passes away. Okay, and so when you are getting life insurance policy, some companies may ask for medical information, have you do like a medical test. But my life insurance policies are non-medical. Just going to ask you a few questions about your current lifestyle. It's going to ask you about your age, your height, your weight, and then it may ask you about, are you currently taking any medications? And then some lifestyle things. What are your hobbies? So if you have some extreme hobbies like you're hang gliding or you're a professional surfer or things like that, they want to know the risk factors of who the company is insuring. All right. So back to my friend, passed away, and come to find out he didn't have a life insurance policy. He had a son who was graduating high school, going into college, and thankfully the son has a full ride scholarship to college. And then the daughter, she's more like in middle school going into high school. And one thing you can't do is replace your dad or your mom or your mother. But one thing a parent should try to do is to make sure, when you pass away, you want to make sure you'll be able to take care of the family while you're in the grave. Didn't want to say it that way, but make sure they are not facing any financial hardship. Because all the time, it's hard to lose a parent. And it's harder to lose a parent that was also being financially supportive in the household. But now there's no life insurance policy. There's no additional income. It's just now going from a 2-income household to a 1-income household, and that can be a strain for that other parent. And one thing I suggest is, if you don't know about life insurance, you think it's very expensive, all you have to do is ask questions. I'm going to leave a link in my description box. It's going to have my website, but it's also going to have my contact information. So I don't only want to be your person that you see on the video. I want to be sure that you know that when I'm working with anyone, I want to make sure I have a professional but personal relationship, as I would like to be your life insurance producer who's going to put you in the right life insurance policy, whether that be a index universal life insurance, where that type of life insurance policy builds up a cash value that you can borrow, take loans on. Then also your whole life insurance policy, where it's more for final expenses. When you pass away, someone has to maybe, if you would like to be buried or cremated or whatever you like to do if you pass away, you want to make sure someone is in charge of those things. I have a friend who prefers to be cremated, if that's your wishes as well. And then you have your term policies where, give you an example where, just imagine you're a married couple, you have 2 to 3 kids, whatever the case may be, right? And you guys own a home. And one of the parents are the breadwinner, right? But your both incomes take care of the mortgage, take care of life expenses, and also some entertainment and other things that you guys are doing in your lives. And if one of those parents are no longer there based off of just unexpected death, what happens to the other parent who is now left with all those expenses by themselves, right? So a life insurance policy will be a best benefit to that family, as far as one parent will go into a financial hardship, but then what else happens to the family, right? So let's prepare to just take a look at a life insurance quote, right? So like I said, it's based off your age, whether you are a smoker, your height and your weight. And then once you give out that information on the quote, you'll see based off of what you put into the system, you'll see what you're going to be paying monthly. And you can adjust that amount what's affordable to you. So my job is to make sure you get life insurance, but also make sure it's affordable. And that's what it's all about. You definitely want to make sure you keep your life insurance policy, but I want to make sure it's affordable. I want to thank you for tuning in to Billionaires Club 101. So my information will be on my website. I want to thank you very much. And just take a look at it, what's affordable for you, and if it's a fit, let's go through the process. My information is on my website, and just give me a call. Thank you.